All right. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining this webinar. It's the first time I'm doing in English online, so it's going to be the premiere. And yeah, I'm used to do this workshop mainly at a cafe. So for the as everyone at right now at home, yeah, I'm doing online. So it's gonna be we're gonna take like 30 minutes to talk about what are the 8 simple steps to build lasting habits. So we've got time right now, and how we can take advantage of this time and free time to create, like I said, quality time. So yeah, welcome to Entrepreneur Mindset, and we're gonna talk about yeah, all the strategies, methods to implement habits in your daily life. So yeah, it's gonna be, you're gonna see it's gonna be, this is why I put simple. It's simple to do, but it's not easy to stick to your daily life. So that's the funny part and the more exciting part of habits. So let's get started. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat below, and yeah, and feel free to ask any question during my presentation. So let's start it. So first step and the most important one is to set up your life goals priorities, because most of the books and most of the techniques you're going to see don't really talk about how it's important to create uh, your priorities, your life goals first, because as Simon Sinek said, it's your why. So something that can motivate you to accomplish your goals, and something deep inside you that you're going to overcome, like procrastination, or overcome obstacles thanks to that. So this is why it's important to take as much as time you've got to start with uh, this first step. So the tool I'm showing you right now at my screen, it's the balance life wheel, which is for this one I've got like 9 life goals, but you can find sometimes like 6, 7, 8, whatever. But it covers like most of your life goals. Means like personal growth, romance, family and friends, fun and recreation, business and career, etc., etc., etc. So what you're going to do, it's 5 small steps to just, the first thing is to evaluate your current situation. So this tool is used to first take a big step back on what is your life right now. So on each life area. So you're going to evaluate or assess from 1 to 10 your life area. So for example, like you can see at the screen, so your business, career, whatever, from 1 to 10, just that. And then you're going to do the exact same exercises, but with your ideal score. So for example, in my personal growth, I evaluate, I assess it like at 5 right now, and I want to be at 8 or 9. Be realistic. It's going to be between 3 or 4. It's pretty good number. And the only thing is from your current situation to your ideal situation is just put a rank, a note that's gonna push you to reach this number. So first, evaluate your current situation. Second one, evaluate your ideal score. Which score is for you ideal? And then when you're going to do that, you're going to identify which area of your life you want to improve, or which one you have the greatest dissatisfaction. Means like you're really not satisfied with your work right now. How you can you're going to say, okay, this is one of my main priorities, to change the job, to, I don't know, bring more fun in my job, or ask for a promotion, whatever. So this is going to be your top 1 priorities, because it's dissatisfaction, or because for me, for example, it's my health. So how I can my main priority is health, so I can reach my 9 score for to do my health life area, which satisfies me. So yeah, so identify that and put that on the write down and put that on your list. What I can recommend is you can put 1 priorities, or when you've got all your life areas, you can put 3. I said like 3 is not too much. More than 3 life areas, more than 3 priorities, it's too much, because you can't have a real balanced life. It's impossible to have 9 or 10 everywhere. So it's going to be like this exercises is you can do it like on the 3-month basis. So 3 months, I said like 3 months, 3 life priorities, 3 life areas. This is what I can recommend. It's really up to you because it's personal, but from my experiences, 3 priorities, 3 life areas, 3 goals, it's pretty good. So then you can focus on this area of life, 1, 2, or 3 maximum, and then you're going to create and list the objectives or projects. I like to name it project because I love project management. So for me, like life is like a project. So you can use the same techniques as a project management. So you list all the objectives and projects you want to accomplish to reach your 9 score or your 10, whatever, to reach your ideal score. And from that, you're going to list from the objective and the projects, you're going to list all the actions, like the to-do list. So lists, write down, and everything you want to do to reach your project or to accomplish your project. So I'm going to give you an example just after that. But take as much time as needed to list everything, like whatever you want, like a Christmas list, like you want, this is your objective, and you list everything you want to accomplish, everything you want to have, everything you want to do, because it's going to take you, like put everything you have got in your head, and even more, you're going to find solutions to do that. So this is a really, really nice exercises I'm doing every 3 months, or sometimes every month, or every big change. So if you moved from one place to another place, if you change your work or whatever, when you have a big change in when you have a big change in your life area, it's a good time to do it, this exercise again. So to be more concrete, and this is one example of it's like I've done that on Excel sheet or Word, but I recommend to do it on the paper, so to write down. Even you can do like this little drawing. It's really easy to do, like a circle, put all the stuff, and put your ideal score and actual score. So I've done it as a tab. But so you have a health, environment, personal growth, so you can list the 8 life areas. Then you have your actual score, ideal score, your objective, so it's going to be like for health, environment, personal growth, etc. And then all the actions related to this objective or project. So for health, it's going to change your eating habits because you want to gain muscles, take gym classes, etc. Environments, personal growth, so you want to read more. So your project is to read 3 book summaries. It's like a challenge, like a 30-day challenge, what I like to call them. And so you're going to read every day. So this is your action: read every day. Choose which book you're going to read. List all the books. I don't know. Grab we can say that, like a journal to make the summaries or whatever. List all the action you want to do. So this step, so this to set up your life goal priorities so you start from your priorities to the actions you want to do, can take like 1-2 days. Even if it takes a week, that's not a problem, because the more time you spend on that, the better it is for you to have a real clear view of where you're going to. And it's going to be easier for you to create habits, because it's based on something you really want to do So you can ask your question: what is important for me in this life area? So in finance, in my job, in my relationship with my family, with my friends, etc., etc. So what is the most important thing? What's it's important for me? And then you're going to put the objective. So the objective is something that for you it's really important. So the complexity is high. For the first time, it's high. Now, to give you an example, as I'm doing these exercises like a couple of years ago and still doing it, I just take 2-3 hours, maximum 4 hours. I just put in a cafe and do everything on the paper. So pen, paper, and then do everything. So 1-2 days to start, 3 days mainly, and then you're gonna, of course, it's gonna be more routine or more easy for you at the end. So that's the most important one, the first one. The second one is to write down your habits. So when you've done all the action and list all the actions, from all the actions, you're going to find something like start things in common, and something you can say, okay, if I want to reach this objective, I can do that on a daily basis, or try to, for example, read on a daily basis. Do your push-up every day because you want to gain muscles. Call someone you want, call someone you love every day because it's important for you, whatever. So try to find your at least one habit per life area. And of course, if you focus on 3 priorities, 3 life area is going to be 3 habits to at least to write down. So there's 2 strategies to write down your habits and to create a new habit. The first one is to start a habit from scratch. So means like it's like what it is. It's you're going to start habits from scratch. So I said like, well, for example, meditation. I want to meditate. Okay, I will meditate at 7 a.m. In my room. Whatever. So you start from scratch. You really want to do it. It's something you really want to do. It's something like it's linked to all your. It's linked to your life area. It's linked to something you really want to accomplish. It's whatever. So you start from scratch. You want to wake up at 5 p.m. or at 5 p.m. You want to wake up at 5 a.m. or go to bed at 9 p.m. Whatever. So this is to start from scratch. It's possible, but it's not the easiest one. It's more easy to start from an existing habit because it's not going to do like the neuroscience stuff, but it's already in place. So you already have an existing habit. So what you're going to do is just to stick your new habit with the existing one, with the current one. So what you're going to write is said, after doing my current habit, I will do my new habits. After I don't know, after having my breakfast, I will read 20 minutes because you do normally, if you eat every morning, if you take a breakfast every morning, it's a habit. After brushing my teeth or after having my shower, I will meditate 5 minutes in my room, etc., etc., etc. So this is a really good example of what you need to write down. I said write down because don't stay in your head. Put something, write down and visible. I will talk to this later. So yeah, if you want to start from, if you want to put all the chance with you, try to stick your new habit with an existing one. So, and we're going to see later how we can do it. And this, I've just, I invite you to read the really, really good book, Atomic Habits, which explain a bit deeper all the things I'm showing you. So called the habit stacking. So after current habit, I will do the new habit, or I will talk this later. The implementation intention. So this is the start from a habit from scratch. So this is too technical stuff, but it's from Atomic Habits book. To write down a habit, it could take 20 minutes because if you focus on only 3 life area, it's going to be easy to write your habits. But just take time to feel when you write down your habits. Take take a minute to say, okay, that's something I really want to do. That's something scares me. That's something, try to feel what you have just written on your paper. So this is why like 15 to 20 minutes. Complexity is not flow, but low. and periodicity once a month, of course, because I will talk to this later, but it could be every week if you make like a small adjustment, or it could be at the end of the 3 months because it was the perfect habit for you and you stick your habits for 2 to 3 months, and now it's going to be a daily habit. So you don't even need to think about it. So this is what we learn. So you start from something big, your life area, and then you cut down until objective, project, action, habits. Okay. Then what we just done now is, you can see we just explained current habits and new habits. So we start from the life wheel balance and have been to current habit and new habits. The thing is, the title of this webinar is to have a lasting habits. And of course, that's not enough. It would be too easy. So to make your habits really stick is going to be this circle. So I will explain in a deeply manners, like the cue, what means, and whatever. But just to give you an example, to have a really, really powerful habits, this is the process you really need to do. And I repeat it, write down on the paper. So it's going to be take just one habit you just created. So having my breakfast, reading 20 minutes, and try to go deep with these methods. So the cue or the need to launch these current habits because you need a coffee or you want to eat. This is the cue, like when you woke up or you take your shower or whatever. At some point, you're going to say, yeah, I want to eat because it's my breakfast. I need to eat. I want to have my day, want to be energized and whatever. So I need to eat. So this is the cue, the need, the crave, what he said. Then this is your current habit. So then you're going to have your breakfast. So that's your current habit. So cue and current habit are linked together. Then, like I said, you can stick your new habit in it. So 20-minute reading. So this is your cue. Yeah, each time I'm going to do my breakfast, have my breakfast, boom, automatically, yeah, breakfast equal reading. That's match. It's not automatic. This is why I'm going to explain later, like how you can hack your brain and hack your environment to make it easier for you to make the link between those two. Then you're going to have the obstacles. Of course, it's going to be as easy as that. Like it's going to be not too easy. So this is why it's really, really important to list all the obstacles, and we're going to see this later. So these are the obstacles. For example, late. I'm late. So I'm late, so I'm not going to read. Okay, but if you write down all the obstacles, then just in front of the obstacles, you're going to write a solution. So I'm late. Okay, what can I do? I just reduce my time of reading. So it's going to be just 10 minutes or 5 minutes. But even if you can't do it, you read too late and you need to rush out of your place, then you can find another solution. Is to listen an audiobook, a podcast during transport or in your car. So, and this is the loop called the habit loop. All right. So this is why we're going to jump down now in more details, in details. So for the cues, this is really important because, like I said, so this is your current habits and your new habits. But to make something more automatic, you need to list your current habits, which means brush your teeth, having a shower, put your clothes on, having a breakfast, like I said. I don't know, like call someone or something you do without thinking about it. You know what I mean? So put your shoes on. I don't know, like you can find in your daily life all the cues, because when you list all the cues, you can say, okay, this cues is really good for me to stick the new habits. So the cues, brush my teeth. So I want to be clean. So this is my cues. Cues and current habits are really close together. So you can link them together. So yeah, list all the cues, because, for example, like just after having my shower, meditate is not really good for me, because you said like, yeah, I'm going to meditate after 5 minutes after having my shower. Okay, it's not the right time. It's probably even earlier. So it's probably like after waking up, I'm going to meditate 5 minutes. I don't know. It's really up to you. It's if the habit and the new habit is really something you really want to do, you're going to find all the solution. It's a test and learn. So you're going to, try and try and try to find the perfect timing for you, for your habit to be stick, for you. So list your current habits. It's pretty easy. It takes 2 or 3 hours. I've already done these exercises with with the people who attend my workshop. So yeah, even if in 1 or 2 hours you list all the habits you have, all the cues you have in your daily life. So current habits and the cues. So it's pretty similar. So I said like current habits and cues. So I find this example mainly, for example, like it's not a good one, but the smoking. So having a coffee, for lots of people, having a coffee, it's the cue to smoke, So this is why cue and current habit are really linked together. Or put your running shoes in front of your place, or in front of your door of your room when you go out of bed, means like, oh, I remember like I need to run, or I want to run mainly. So this is what is a cue. So it's the cue and the current habits are to be find for you to stick, the habit you want. So cues and current habits. So what I've recommend is really to write down everything you can write down. So it's pretty similar. So cues and current habits to find. It's going to be like 1 hour to find all the cues, and similar to list your current habits. So you have like some pictures to say like, what are your current habits to find in your daily life. Okay, perfect. Find cues. And then also, like I said, find obstacles. So there is only one sentence, really easy to do. It's if this happens, then I will find the solution. I already talked about the if I'm late and have zero time to read, then I will listen to an audiobook in transport or in my car. This is the example of the implementation intention, or to find obstacles, because you're gonna have lots of excuses to avoid your habits. Of course, sometimes it's gonna be easy, but sometimes you will face the obstacles. The more you list obstacles, the more your brain will react. Then, oh yeah, I've already seen this before because I've anticipated, or I write it down. So okay, so there is ice outside. Yeah, I remember that it's ice. I really want to do my gym. I want to go to the gym, but I can't. It's raining, it's cold, whatever. Okay, so I already imagine that. So then I will do my indoor workout. So I will do my gym inside. So probably it's not take an hour, but at least it's better than nothing. And so there is lots of examples of that. So to find different obstacles. So that's 20 minutes. I just think about it. Yeah, just a couple of. It don't take too many times, because at least identify the main obstacles. So late, weather, like all these stuff from iPhone phone. So like friends calling or whatever. Rushing, kids, because we are inside now. So try to find like the main obstacles, and try to find, of course, solutions to overcome these obstacles. So that's really important. So you can notice already that even if you only list 3 life areas, 3 main goals, 3 priorities, 3 habits, even for 3 habits, you see that just for 1 habit, it could take at least a long time to make it successful, or make it lasting for you in your daily habits, in your daily life. Sorry. So because it takes time, of course. That's for the people who want to start. It's a bit of bigger exercises, but I can guarantee that the more you do this, the better it is for you to have a really lasting habit. I just can tell you because it's all what I've already experienced. So yeah, and for all my all of those feedback from the people I already talked to, and mainly entrepreneurs as well. So yeah, so if this happens, then I will find this solution. Then what is really important, because even that is not enough if you find obstacles, is to design or redesign your environment. This is really, really important, because if your environment is not ready, or not ready, but is not designed is not designed for you to make your good habits. So if if you don't have the good habits visible, and also at least the cues of your good habits visible and obvious, you're not going to do them for sure, because all the obstacles and all the excuses, and your brain going to forget, because we've got 100 things to do in everything, 100 things to do every day. So the most challenging things is to make the cues of good habits visible and obvious. I've got tons of examples. So for example, put sticky notes, post-it. Just in front of me, I've got like an erasable board, something like that. So something like a big board, which my habits are written, and I'm all the how do I say that, the compilation of habit every day. So something you can't avoid, you can't miss. For example, the good thing is you can create your own cues, like put your book, if you want to read every day, put the book where you stick your existing habits. Example, your habit is to read every day 20 minutes, and you said like, okay, I'm going to read 20 minutes during my breakfast. Cool. But the thing is, put your book on the table, so the day before, or even each time you want to, like I said, each time you finish your book, leave it on the table, because the next morning you're going to see your book just in front of you. This is your cue. So this is like, oh yeah, I'm going to read. What I've done as well, I've put post-it on my tea box, because I'm drinking tea every morning. So each time I open the board, the cupboard, and I've seen like, oh, read. Okay, that's, yeah, because sometimes you forgot, even if it's normally at the end, like after normally 60 days, but it could be 20 to 100 days. It really depends on people to have a really powerful habit. Just put sticky notes, just design your environment to make the cues of your good habits visible and obvious. And of course, reduce the exposures of the bad habits. Increase the number of steps between you and your bad habits. Example, you want to have the healthy diet. Don't buy snacks at the supermarket, because even if you put them or hide them somewhere, you're gonna, if you're really exhausted, if you're tired, if you have a really, really, really bad day, you're gonna find where they are hidden. So the thing is, if you remove them from your place, you're gonna have to go to the supermarket, even if when it's cold, and you need to buy, like snacks, whatever. Instead of, if you just put fruits in front of you, so you bought fruits at the supermarket, and don't buy bad snacks at the supermarket. So like I said, so you're going to increase the number of steps to go to reach the snacks, but you're going to reduce the steps to have fruits and good food for your healthy diet. You know what I mean? So this is why it takes time, and this is why I say the complexity is high, because it needs creativity and it needs really deep motivation to redesign your environment. But I think for me, is one of the most powerful tools, because even if you've done all the exercises before and all the steps before, your brain, sometimes don't want to do it, and take the shortcut, want to instant gratification. So it's not for you. Unfortunately, they are probably your habits. So yeah. So redesign your environment is really, really important. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, make it satisfying. This is from Atomic Habits as well. So yeah. So design your environment. Not last. The 7 steps is something easy because it starts small. Because lots of people said, yeah, I'm gonna, after your New Year's resolution, you say, yeah, I'm gonna stop smoking. I'm gonna go to the gym every day. Yeah. So this is pretty famous, the New Year's resolution. But the thing is, sometimes it works like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then you stop because you start. It's nice to start big, but the most important is to start small, but on a regular basis, even in a daily basis, because like it says, small step plus small step plus small steps equal big results, of sure. Of course, if you do it every day for 365 days, like it's huge improvement. So you can start to list all the little things you can do to complete your habit. Just the tiny, tiny, tiny things. Um, so just for example, like I said, like you don't have 20 minutes to read. Just read a chapter. Just read something small. Just even if just if you want to run more, put your running clothes and just start to prepare yourself. But it just the action of doing it is not, even if you don't do it properly, it's just the action. It's the most important thing. So this is called the small step theory. Other theory or the rule is called the 2 minutes rule. Exactly the same, but you fixed a time saying that you're not going to do your habits more than 2 minutes. Then you stop. 2 minutes, stop, and see how it goes, how you feel. Okay, can I continue? Oh, yeah, I will continue because I feel good, and it was just the beginning, of doing the habit. Or yeah, it's 2 minutes, it's enough. I've done it. I'm happy. I'm really proud of me, but it's going to be better tomorrow. Or the last last thing is called a non-zero day. A non-zero day means the smallest thing you can do, right? Just if you want to read a book or write a book or write a blog or write something, just write a sentence. If you want to do sport, just do one squat. If you want to read a book, just read one page, just only one, because like this theory said, even one, it's still better than zero. So it's called the non-zero days of your habit, of your personal growth, of your whatever you want. Because the most difficult thing is not doing the habit, is just before doing the habit. Is the brain saying like, I don't want to do it, I'm tired, whatever, blah, 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 all the shit you can hear from your brain saying like all the excuses and whatever. Because we have 10 seconds in our life. We have 30 seconds. You know what I mean? It's not a matter of time. It's a matter of, doing the action. So this is why the non-zero day is very powerful, because you can do something for 10 seconds. You have this time. It's for sure you have this time. So this is why when you have implemented all the strategy and design an environment and make it like obvious, and even still you don't want to do it, do the smallest thing you can. And I can guarantee you that it's going to work. And don't blame yourself. Just like I said, just something, just one page, one squat, one whatever, it's better than zero. So you can still stick, you've done your habit, and you can be proud of yourself because it's better than zero. So that's pretty easy to complete. You can write down stuff, or even you don't need to write down because you already write your routine, but have this in mind: small step theories, 2-minute rules on non-zero days. Just remember that and say, yeah, I'm going to do the smallest thing I can to do my habits. And last but not least, make yourself accountable. This is also one of the most important with the life balance, is to track, of course, your habits. So you can use all the tools you have at your disposal to follow your progress. It could be paper, pen, could be applications. There is like more than 30. I've already checked lots of them. 30 tracking habits application on your phone, on smartphone. They also have PowerPoint, Excel, whatever. So you've got so many things to track your habits. So use the bullet journal. So it's pre-printed journal with you just tick the box. Use whatever you want, but follow your habits. And ideally don't break the chain, because if you want to make your habit stick in your brain and do and make it easy to do, because at the beginning it's hard because it's not habit, but after a couple of days, could be 20, it could be 30 days, it could be 60 days, it could be 100 days, but try to find something you can do on a daily basis. It's better because it's going to be for your brain, going to create the neurons path, and then it's going to be automatic. um, and what I recommend is to do daily and weekly accountability, because daily it can, at the end of the day, like, yeah, how does it work? It works, how I can improve this habit. And at the end of the week, saying like, okay, what is my success? How can I change the habit? If I did I spend enough time on my habit? So it's just a matter of it takes like 5 to 10 minutes to do it, or 15 minutes, whatever. But it's just a matter of take a step back and see this work, this not work, and instead of like rushing onto something like some could be not suitable for you or suitable for your environment, and instead of saying like it's not for me, try to find other solution and try to change probably the time of your habit. So it's not the morning, it could be the evening, so try to uh, yeah try to make yourself accountable. And yeah, that's pretty it. So just to make a summary of everything. So yeah, this is like how you can write down your habits. So write down everything, find solution, cue, current habit, new habit, obstacle, solution. And then on top of that, redesign your environment. Start small as possible. Don't break the chain, and make yourself accountable. Voila. So thanks. Oops, okay, cool. So thanks for everything. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I'm going to send you all the materials, and so you already joined some people already joined on Meetup, but you can also join on Slack, which I'm going much deeper on each step, because I've created like a called a matinal, so a webinar, but on every week I just go deep in each step of this 8 steps routine. So for example, like the introspections tool, the time blocking to put your habits and your objectives in your agenda, also the habit stacking, whatever. So this is what I've shown you today, is the 8 process, and you can already jump it now. You can start it now, because it takes like a couple of days to do this, and then you have like a beautiful map of what is your life today, where you want to go, and how I can reach my ideal score doing this routine on a daily basis, and change your environment to make it happen. So yeah, you can jump it, start it. It's better doing it than having just in your head. So yeah, and feel free to ask any question on Slack, even on all the platform of Entrepreneur Mindset, and the community will be here to help if needed. All right, have a lovely day, and take care, and good and safe trip to your daily and personal growth, and all the habits you're going to implement in your daily life. So have fun. Bye bye.